Right, so it is Friday. This is the Business Hustle. I don't know what episode we're in, but we want to welcome you back and we want to talk about something that's really important to us at the minute. We've came across, Henry, over the 26 years we've been working together, we come across this at least maybe once or twice a week. It's one of those things that is the bane of all businesses that just seems to appear and destroy the joy that's inside your business. Henry, what is it?
What is it? It is that famous sentence, I did not know you done that.
It absolutely winds us up.
And it winds us up and it winds our clients up. And it actually has caused offence between friends over the years or colleagues where they got a bit of business somewhere else and all of a sudden a person said, why did you not come to me for that? Mm-hmm. And that's part of the strategy that we do here at Creative 3 is that we take all your components and all your elements out and we look for the low-hanging fruit which gets you obviously traction, and then we work on the wider brand. And a lot of the times it saves that statement. That I didn't realise you do that, and there's a bit of a wind up, in regards to when you're baiting your brains out on the treadmill of business, and all of a sudden someone turns around who should know. So about communication,
and it happens in our own business. So we feel that we're really good at communicating what we do as a business, and yet we still even come across these things. So it's not a thing that you can absolutely fix with inside your business, but it's something that you can definitely target. So the thing that we want to kind of empower you to go and do today is to look at some of the things that are inside your business that maybe some of your customers don't know about. And it's all down to communication. And communication is it's one of those things inside business that people get hung up on and people trip up on all the time. And it's just communicating who you are, what you do, and what's actually happening in behind the scenes as well that's inside your business.
Yeah, and David McClure has an amazing stat just on that.
Yes, Henry. So there's actually only 41% of marketing executives using customer experience data to inform their marketing strategy.
41%?
So, yes, indeed. So there's actually nearly 60% of businesses not effectively communicating what they do to their customers and the other business.
Yeah. And that's so too.
Totally.
I actually thought it was a bit more than that, but that's not here or there. Because even you had it yesterday, we are a full agency here. A good friend of mine said to me about a year and a half ago, oh, but you're just all about the brand. We're actually a full agency here, video content, targeting on LinkedIn, Facebook, funnels, which we're going to talk about in a period of time. But it's getting down to the bare bones and actually writing a strategy around what you actually do, and then work that with a content calendar together that allows mankind to know from start to finish what you do. People think because you put a couple of posts up and you go whoopie-doo, and it is good to build brands through your posting, but if you've no strategy to that, you become ad hoc in regards to your message. And the key thing is, whether you've got maybe 3-4 strands to your business, take a month maybe on each, or take a week. Well, what do you think?
Well, that's one thing I absolutely agree with, is pick one thing and don't complicate your message. So many times people get lost with what you're offering. You could have maybe 50 different services, and when someone comes in your front door, even at the front door of your website, if they come through the front door of that and they see 50 different options, it's going to confuse the life out of them. Yeah. One of the best things you can do is funnel people into choices. So pick a pain point of whatever's maybe a problem inside their lives or inside their businesses that your product or service cures, and show people that this is what you offer and this is how you can fix it, and then just target people separately with those messages.
Yeah.
So don't try to be all things to all men. Yes, you may have 50 different products or services inside your business, but do your best to find those people that need that specific service and show them it, and then you can cross-pollinate and cross-sell with some of your other products.
We nearly lost a job there about 3-4 months back. We were out with someone who's got 3 main elements to the business, and in many ways they were interactive to a degree. And I had to actually stop the guy and say, stop complicating this conversation, because this is your main core. Yeah. This is your secondary business, and this is a hustle that you're actually, and I had to bring him back and said, stop bringing the side hustle into the main business. Stop bringing your secondary income into your side hustle. And we had to say, look, if you I actually said, if you don't stop talking, this is actually going round in circles. Let's work on your main business, and we'll, as a sub-brand, come in with your secondary income and your side hustle. We will organically lift up through the process.
Yeah, so it's important to look at what your core value is and what your core offering is, and make sure that's well presented to begin with, so you're not confusing your customers about all the other things that goes on in the background. And then start picking out some of the other features and services that you do, and just inform your customers with that. And it's all down to communication. It's all down to how much you listen to your customers as well. And sometimes you can hear a customer bring something up that you're probably thinking they already know this about you, and listen for those signals, and then respond to them with maybe a tailored marketing campaign, maybe even a private email or a LinkedIn message. There's so many ways that you can reach people with some of your services, but just don't complicate it. Keep it really simple and make sure that you're communicating effectively.
Yeah, and we'll actually leave it at that. If you want, drop us a DM and ask us the question. If we know you, ask us honestly, what do you think you do? Ask someone who's maybe in your world, tell me what you think I do. And they will give you an honest appraisal of what they think. And that's probably the best feedback.
Yeah, outside eyes on your business.
Yeah.
So getting someone else's perspective on what you're actually saying and communicating is super important. It's one of those things that you can't do yourself, and you need other people to actually help you with. So as Henry says, take us up on the offer. We'd love to take a look at your business and say, this is what we see about your business. So we're going to wrap it up here. We want you to leave this podcast with the ability to go and look at what your offering is, and ask the questions to yourself, ask the questions to some of your friends and your colleagues. Are we communicating effectively? Do people know everything that we do inside the business? And if not, how can we fix it? So I'm Chris.
I'm Henry.
And this is Business Hustle. We'll catch you on the next one, which we are going to talk about funnels.